It's happening, gang. The GOP majority in Congress continues to grow, all as the fallout from Arizona's election is causing more counties to delay certification. We're going to look at the latest wins in Congress. We're going to see how a proven ballot harvesting strategy is largely responsible for the latest wins. And we've got breaking news coming out of Arizona that may indeed be a game changer. You are not going to want to miss this. Republicans picked up yet another win today. It's now been confirmed that Republican David Valadao has won his race for California's 22nd congressional district, beating his Democrat opponent 52-48. Republicans now have either 220 or 219 seats, depending on whether you count Lauren Boebert's win in Colorado, which is still going through a mandated recount, but her Democratic opponent has indeed conceded. There's still 4 more races to be decided, and the Republicans look good to pick up at least 2 of them, which would give them officially 222 seats. That's all the seats they need to start launching their investigations into Hunter Biden and the Biden crime family and the corruption of the FBI and, of course, the whole Fauci fiasco. Now, the fact that these last races being called for the GOP are all or mostly coming from California once again underscores the importance of what's being called the SoCal ballot harvesting initiative that's integral for a national GOP strategy. After 2020, we have to remember our elections are no longer just about voters, they're about ballots, right? Voters vote, but ballots get filled out, sometimes weeks ahead of time. And the Southern California Republican Party has mastered the ballot harvesting process to such a point that they've won back-to-back elections, 2 elections in a row, 2020 and 2022. Back in 2020, California Republicans began to employ the same ballot harvesting strategies that Democrats use with their constituencies. They made conservative evangelical churches their absentee ballot centers. They put drop boxes in the middle of all the conservative churches throughout their various districts. The parishioners were instructed on how to sign the ballot, both the ballot and the envelope, which have to be signed for signature, matching, and verification. And the church elders, in turn, took the drop boxes directly to the register of voters. So the entire process was streamlined with a clear chain of custody protocol being followed. Parishioners had a lot of confidence in it. And the result is that back in 2020, we came within just a handful of seats to win back the House. We picked up 15 seats, and a significant portion of those 2020 seat flips came from California, just like we've been seeing over the last 2 weeks. The majority of the wins that we've been racking up over those last 14 days are coming from California, where they utilize what's being called the SoCal ballot harvesting strategy. One Republican strategist reported that back in 2020, Republicans used a drop box to collect over 12,000 ballots from one single church alone in Southern California. 12,000 in one church. This is the SoCal ballot harvesting strategy. It is absolutely imperative that we use it nationally so as to neutralize, if not crush, the Democrats' early voting advantage. Because if we can combine massive early voting with the Republican traditional election day turnout advantage, we'll be unstoppable, especially in light of the shenanigans that we're seeing coming out of Maricopa County, Arizona. And we got some breaking news on that. But first, for you Patriot business owners out there, you've got to meet my good friend Josh Zaglowski, co-founder of ERC Specialists. He's got an amazing payroll protection company exclusively dedicated to understanding and maximizing what's called the CARES Act Employee Retention Credit. If you're a small business owner looking to get up to $26,000 per employee back from Bumblin' Biden, click on that link in the description below to see if you qualify today. This is an absolutely amazing opportunity with an amazing guy, Josh Zaglowski. You're going to love it. Mojave County is now officially joining Cochise County in delaying certification of their votes in protest for the utter incompetence, what's really appearing to be nothing less than the willful incompetence on the part of Maricopa County election officials. The Board of Supervisors voted to delay certification of the midterm election results until November 28th. Mojave and Cochise are not alone. Other Arizona counties like Yavapai and Gila are considering a comparable delay in certifying their election results as well until there is an accounting for what happened in Maricopa. Now, all of this, of course, comes on the heels of an official letter sent from the Arizona Attorney General's office to the Maricopa County officials demanding explanations for the myriad of election issues that raise significant questions as to the county's compliance with Arizona's state election law. Broken tabulators led to long lines, reportedly turning away voters and leading to voters being forced to trust that their votes would be counted fairly. The chairman of the Maricopa County elections originally claimed that only 20%, think about that, only 20% of voting machines were affected. That number has now reached 60%, more than half of the voting machines, and 3 times what we were originally told. According to a memo drafted by an attorney who observed the voting process, quote, "It seems very clear that the printer tabulator failures on Election Day at 62.61% of the vote centers observed by 11 roving attorneys and the resulting long lines at a majority of all vote centers led to substantial voter suppression in Maricopa County." So needless to say, Kari Lake has hardly conceded this race. In fact, according to the Epoch Times, whistleblowers are coming out and exposing what really went on Election Day. The Arizona Sun-Times is reporting that the tabulation errors on Election Day disproportionately affected 300% more Republicans than Democrats. It's absolutely insane the more we find out. So Kari isn't going anywhere. Kari is fighting this to the very end. And again, without the slightest semblance of concern from the lamestream media. As one person noted, it's amazing to me that, quote, reporters covering Arizona's botched election have nothing to say about the chaos in Maricopa County that happened on Katie Hobbs' watch. It was effectively voter suppression, not a single negative word about it, just election denier, beep, bop, boop. Yeah. The lamestream media has just effectively become literally nothing less than the propaganda wing for the Democratic Party. They're not even trying to hide it at this point. So obviously we'll be keeping a very close eye on how things develop in Arizona, as well as the remaining races that remain uncalled in the growing GOP majority. As always, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. You will definitely want to check out my latest video on Elon Musk successfully springing a trap on cheating Democrats. You're going to absolutely love it. So make sure to click on that link and I'll see you over there. God bless.